Having a hard time seeing after that sweater. The buzz is back, literally and figuratively. The Hornets off to a 6-1 start, scoring better than 105 points a game. Hoops hysteria could set in for Buzz City if things keep up. Boys back at the Hive tonight hosting Toronto. Kemba Walker playing like he's all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Nails the three off the screen. Kemba on fire. And they're up. At that point, they're actually down a little bit at that point in the game, but they would keep it going. Second half, Kemba on the drive to Nicholas Batum. Kemba, 40 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Batum with 18. Oh, we're knocking down threes. Frank the Tank's going streaking. Nicholas Batum, Marco Bellinelli. They're up by 9 fourth quarter, but here come the Raptors, spoiling the party tonight at the Hive. Hornets fall for just the second time this season. 113-111 the damage. College basketball open tonight. Duke a big winner. UNC Charlotte wins at home. North Carolina playing Tulane. That was a late start, just underway. Looks like center Ryan Khalil may be a no-go for Sunday's game against the 6-2 Kansas City Chiefs, but backup Gino Gurkowski, who's battling an injury, did practice today. Chris Scott will snap if neither of those guys can play. The Panthers D will have their hands full with an underrated Chiefs offense. Quarterback Alex Smith wants the overall first pick in the draft with San Fran before he went into witness protection in KC. He's thrown for 8 touchdowns with just 2 picks this season.
He's been around a long time. I think he's seen a lot of things. He's smart. He knows where to go with the ball. I think he's got very good command with what they're doing. So, you know, we got to make sure we're in the right spot, because if you're not, he's gonna find a hole.
They have a lot of weapons, and really Alex has to go out there and facilitate, not make the hard decisions, just make the right decision. And I think when you do that, you know, you only throw 2 picks in the season, and that's why they've been able to win. They're not turning the ball over, and their playmakers are making plays.
Keep the win streak going, Panthers. NASCAR out west this weekend, chasing the championship in Phoenix. Qualifying for Sunday's Can-Am 500 tonight. Joey Logano, fastest in round 2. He would move on, looking like he might have the pole, but a bit of a shocker. Number 88 car, Alex Bowman, still filling in for Dale Earnhardt Jr. after that concussion issue. Bowman takes the pole, 140.5 miles an hour. That'll get you arrested on the Berkshire Freeway.
And a half.
And a half.
Yeah.
I don't get to do sports often, so I asked myself, what does a sportscast need? Spider monkeys. That's what you need. Beautiful Playa del Carmen in Mexico hosting the PGA Tour. Gary Woodland had a good day. Makes the putt, leads at 13 under. I just like to see these pictures of Mexico. Let's go sailboating. Let's do jet skis.
Drink margaritas.
You know what you need? You need more monkeys. There's a lot of them down in Mexico, and apparently they roam free on golf courses. I want to play there.
They're cute.
Isn't it nice?
It is nice. Nice, peaceful video.
All right, so hopefully not too cold for the Panthers, and we get that win on Sunday.
Yes.
No doubt about it. All right, thank you guys.
Can you hang out for a while?
I'll be happy to be here.
All right, folks at home, we're going to do the sports, and I want you to get a snack, maybe a glazed donut and a
nice.
bottle of anything to go. The Braves are going to battle the Nats, looking to extend their lead in the NL East. We've got your highlights coming up next.
Here is Will Kennedy.
I want to thank you for being here. I think the next 10 minutes could change your life. After a 6-game set on the home field, the Wahoos hit the road for the longest stretch of the season. Pensacola will play the next 10 away from the ballpark by the Bay. Hopefully this road trip's going to put some life into those fish bats. The boys opening a series with the Biscuits in Montgomery tonight, and holy snikes, they got a bunch of runs. 13 hits, they drive in 11 runs, and they beat the Biscuits 11-4. A bunch of Wahoos with big nights, a couple home runs in the ballgame, driving them in. We love to see it. Some big runs there, and they get the victory. They'll play the Montgomery Biscuits again tomorrow. They did butter them up. The Wahoos had a special guest in the house Saturday night. Boo Weekley back on the home turf, enjoying some downtime after that big win at the Colonial in Fort Worth. Throwing out the first pitch at the park last night, it was Boo's first PGA Tour win in 5 years out on the course, completing a dramatic comeback from a string of injuries that threatened to derail his career at one point. His latest win was more than just impressive, just like that wedge shot. Feathery. The Milton product was the one who was impressed by the Wahoos game, his first one.
It means a lot, man. I mean, this is my first time here. I fished behind it, but never actually, you know, been inside the stadium. This thing's huge, man. I didn't know it was this big, and it's pretty. I really ain't got to really see the whole thing yet, you know, just because we walking through. But I'm fun. This is going to be fun with my kids to be able to be here with me and, you know, to represent all this at the same time.
It's like a phone booth, bigger on the inside. Division I college baseball regional tournament action. Troy knocked off Alabama this morning 9-8. That was an elimination game. The Tide wrapped up their season with 35 wins. The Trojans moved on to face Florida State, and the Noles beat them down 11-4. FSU advances to the super regional round. It's still early, very early in fact, but the Braves seem to be positioning to pull away from the rest of the National League East. Washington was the team to beat in the division when the season started, and Atlanta has done just that so far. The Braves 6.5 games up on the Nats after last night's extra innings win. I don't know what you call that exactly, but it's a trot maybe. You're trotting after this one. Ramiro Pena, muy bueno. 2-run shot early in the game. The Braves are up 2-0 at that point. It's 2-1 now in the second. Freddie Freeman makes a great diving stop. Routine play. No. What happened to the ball? The run scores were tied at 2. Bottom half of the inning, B.J. Upton, 4. That is a sand wedge. Hit high in the air and over the fence. B.J. going solo with the bomb, 3-2. Bases loaded in the 6th. Freddie Freeman going the other way. Some people like Thriller, others like Off the Wall. That's Off the Top of the Wall. I personally like Off the Wall. That's more my era, Michael Jackson. Don't stop till you get enough. A bunch of runs come around to score. The Braves don't stop either. They go on to win 6-3, your final. Two good teams battling in Pittsburgh, Pirates and the Reds. Where are the old school hats? I like them better. Already 2-0 Reds. Xavier Paul singles to right field. Joey Votto, forget about it. Come on down. He scores 3-0 at that point, but the Pirates would mount a comeback. Matt Lato, say hello to Pedro Alvarez. How you doing? That is a solo shot. Makes it 4-1. Now 4-2. Pirates, Garrett Jones. He hits this one so hard, it's just going to plop into the river like beef stew. Look at that. It's all wet. Tied 4-4 after the 2-run tater. Still knotted in the 11th, and Pittsburgh's Travis Snyder loops the single. Russell Martin, you're going to score. That's your ball game. 5-4. Drive safely, and please don't hurt anybody in the dog pile. Buck Showalter and the Orioles hosting the Detroit Tigers. Scoreless in the 4th. That's Prince Fielder. He just wants your extra time and your kiss. That is a Prince Fielder home run. He's funky, too. Bye-bye. 1-0 at that point. O's Adam Jones. Check out the hat. That's the mascot's hat. He looks like one of Fat Albert's gang. That is fantastic. In the 7th, Baltimore's Danny Valencia. He drops one. Oh, get out of there. Chris Davis with the home run. Actually, his 20th of the year. Tigers in trouble. There's the loop single by Valencia. That's going to score the run, making it 2-2. Bucks boys coming all the way back. Nate McLeod up the gut over the pitcher's glove. That's going to score a run. The O's go on to get the 4-2 win on the comeback. We are nowhere near done. Trust me. We've got golf, soccer, and a wild NASCAR finish at Dover on the way. Stick with us. Sports. More sports is on the way. Passions run high, rubbing is racing, and anything can happen when NASCAR makes a stop at Dover to run on the Monster Mile. Denny Hamlin was on the pole for today's race, but Matt Kenseth and Kurt Busch, they had the fast cars in the practice session. The FedEx 400 taken to the track this afternoon, always a good military presence at Dover. 160 laps in. That is not dynamite. That is Matt Kenseth. Hard left turn. He's done in the garage. Disappointing day for him. Ryan Newman and David Gilliland, they're getting together. Ooh, clean up on aisle 4. And when they're all said and done spinning around, we got words. I did not appreciate that, sir. 24 to go. Denny Hamlin, a flat tire plus the wall equals not good. Aren't tires supposed to spin? That doesn't look like it's going to be good at all. Restart with 19 laps to go. Jimmy Johnson is second, but he jumps the restart. That's the penalty. He'd have to move back. 3 to go. My name is Juan Pablo Montoya. Prepare for Tony Stewart to pass me. Stewart does, gets around him on the inside, and Tony Stewart, here he comes, smoke. He gets the checkers. It's his 48th career win, and it comes as a surprise. Tony didn't think his car was very good.
I was preparing for a very long day today. I wasn't prepared to be sitting here. I knew that they stayed late and were working, but I honestly didn't think we could get there from where we ended up happy hour yesterday. But I'm proud to be sitting here saying that I was very wrong.
Juan Pablo Montoya comes home second. Jeff Gordon, Kyle Busch, and Brad Keselowski round out your top 5. Dale Jr. gets a top 10. Points leader Jimmy Johnson finishes 17th after that penalty. Bubba Watson is the only local golfer on the field for this weekend's PGA Tour stop in Ohio. Of course, Boo Weekley took the weekend off after his win, choosing not to tee it up at the Memorial. Bubba might wish that he had joined Boo for the weekend. Watson fired back-to-back 75 Saturday and Sunday. Still better than anything I've ever done. After a promising start in the first 2 rounds. Final round at Jack's tournament today. Tiger and Rory McIlroy talking about Tiger's red shirt, I guess. In the bunker at number 12 and still in the bunker for Mr. Woods. That did not quite make it out. Later, he is putting for double bogey. And Tiger on the green. He makes a Chewbacca sound after that slides by the hole. Tiger would struggle here at 14 downhill. Tiger, I feel for you. That's a Chaka Khan song in case you're wondering. You remember that one? Jim does. He saw breaking too. And Electric Boogaloo as well. Matt Kuchar with the birdie putt. They're not booing. They're saying, Cooch. Kuchar on 18 with the family watching. Go back to video. Go back to video. We jumped it. Look at this. This putt is fabulous. Sneaks into the hole. Kuchar wins by 2 strokes over Kevin, Don't Call Me Dave Chappelle. Bubba winds up even for the tournament, tied for 29th, but that's better than Tiger. 8 over, tied for 65th. 8 over, that's pedestrian. International soccer, the U.S. hosting Germany for what they call a friendly. U.S. coach Jurgen Klinsmann is German. Weird. Josie Altidore finds, that's beautiful. That's the beautiful game. Finds the back of the net. Look at this. The German goalie, what happened? That's an own goal. That is not supposed to happen. Altidore to Clint Dempsey. Dempsey buries it in the back of the net, and then Clint Dempsey, the captain of the U.S. team. Everybody wants some of this right here. Look at this. Bends it like Beckham. I'm not supposed to say that. Beckham retired, I think. U.S. up 4-1. They would hang on for the 4-3 win over Germany. That is huge for U.S. soccer. And finally tonight, you think this show has gone to the dog. The baseball game here. This is Cal State Fullerton and Arizona State, and the Huskies on the field. Who let the dogs out? Look, check him out. He's looking at the outfield. Somebody better have a plastic bag and a shovel. Or he's going to dig up a bone. I don't know what's going on. Here comes the right fielder. I don't know. I don't want to touch him. Finally, they would get him off the field. I don't even know who won the game, but that dog is a winner chicken dinner. And you know who else is a winner? Me, because I've got a donut. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
The odds of a high school football player making it to the NFL are astronomical. You need the talent and the drive to get there, plus you need some luck. And as one local product shows us, it doesn't hurt to have lots of love on your side.
I've raised my mother, grandmother, and grandfather, so I live right down here behind Matthews United Methodist. I've lived there forever. Still with my grandparents. I love them to death.
There seems to be no off season in the NFL these days, but Houston Texans offensive lineman Kendall Lamb makes time to make it home, back to where it all started, in his grandparents' house.
In middle school, I found a piece of paper in his room one day, and he didn't know whether I took it, but it was his dream, and it was to be a professional O-line football player.
And that dream is now reality. Crestdale Middle, Butler High, then the jump to App State. He wasn't drafted in 2015, but the Texans came calling, signing him as an undrafted free agent.
Coming in as rookies, we don't know anything. We're new to the league, but I'm not a rookie anymore, thank the Lord. So now things have slowed down for me.
Lamb made the team as a rookie and made his NFL regular season debut in his own backyard against the Panthers with family and friends in the stands.
Kendall was on the field, and I'm telling you, his friends, coaches, it was on.
It was surreal. It was very surreal.
The 6'6", 310-pounder is putting in work at D1 Sports in Matthews before training camp starts, staying connected to his old coaches and getting ready for Season 2 in the league. He's also keeping an eye on his money and planning for the day that he can give back to those who have given him everything.
I'm trying to continue to be successful in the league and help my mother big time when the time comes. She's been a waitress her whole life. So I want to get to the point where I can tell her it's okay. It's time for you to relax. Let me take care of it. Let me put some money aside for you.